Good morning, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project, Magnetic Reversal News, and Shinrin Yoku, bringing you a grand solar minimum update. Tuesday, February 22nd, 2022. That's 2/22/22. The models are in. Snow will continue across the upper 48 through March, and that's part of the big story. Major storm alert, 48 plus inches of snow expected to hit parts of Colorado. I woke up to blizzard conditions here in Pagosa Springs, and the storm is supposed to continue for days. Here we have some hail in Texas, the nexus of the schmexes. Say it ain't snow, it's hail. Keep calm, it's boom time. North Texans share pictures of large hail from overnight winter storm on February 22nd, 2022. And all different types of fancy sizes, but all quite significant, some larger than others. But hail in winter in Texas. Put your helmets on. Ice storm warning issued for a swath across north central Michigan, including Traverse City. Now, this won't be hail. This will be freezing rain and ice, and it will be a nightmare. There are the watches and warnings there. Purple is the ice storm warning right up there in the oven mitt there of Michigan. Top knots in the clear. Arkansas, high potential for ice storm as well Wednesday and Thursday. We're going to get to the models in just a minute. And here we have some snow totals for Wisconsin. Take a look at that, 4 to 9 inches up in the north, less in the south. We'll hone in on those in just a second. And it is going to be cold in the northern states. They will experience extreme cold and record cold and multiple storms. Now let's walk it through here with the GFS model on total snow. Here is today. Snow's going to continue to fall in the Four Corners region, specifically Colorado, dumping down into northern Arizona, all of Utah, and the Sierras. There is a storm, winter storm watches and warnings all the way down into Mexico and Baja there. Then a storm is going to develop here Wednesday night, Thursday morning in Arkansas, dump heavy amounts and move to the east. And it gets interesting for Friday and Saturday in the Northeast. Take a look at the Philadelphia region. Hello, Allentown. You look like you're going to be picking up the biggest totals there. North Jersey gets interesting for the rest of New England with totals in the foot to 16-inch range for much of the region. So heads up for this storm and more coming. I'm sure no one's bumming that there is snow predicted all the way through the middle of March, and we're going to keep a close eye on it for you. Back-to-back large-scale storms. A large storm will impact the eastern half of the U.S. today with snow, ice in the upper Mississippi Valley and Great Lakes into northern New England and heavy rain to severe storms from the lower Mississippi Valley to the Ohio and Tennessee valleys. A second storm is digging into Southern California at the same time and the southwest today. This storm will impact the eastern two-thirds of the U.S. starting Wednesday with snow in the northeast by Friday. There are freeze warnings in the foothill of the Sierras all the way down to Southern California, where winter storm watches and warnings are in half the states in the U.S., including Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, most of Iowa, most of Michigan, most of Minnesota. Blizzard warnings and watches for North Dakota, South Dakota, on and on. So click on your county for more information, especially in this flood region here. This is all west of the Appalachians. Could be seeing some heavy flooding and severe weather. So heads up there. Be prepared, not scared. Now let's talk about that extreme cold. It's plunging into the minus 40s across the prairies. That's going to dip into the U.S. And let's see what Rachel Modestino has to say. We need the audio.
Hold for the beginning of the work week will be downright dangerously cold, especially when we look at our wind chill values. Here's your Monday afternoon. These are daytime highs. We are deep in the minus 20s, and that will continue to plummet as we head into your Tuesday morning with wind chill values in the minus 40s for areas like Prince Albert, Saskatoon, and Winnipeg. So it's going to be one to bundle up, especially in the early morning and evening hours when we don't get that daytime heating. That's where we will be risking frostbite anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes of exposed skin outdoors. That very high range, that's what we will be sitting in for majority of the work week across the prairies. So don't let that sunshine fool you. You will still need to bundle up all week long.
Highs in the minus 30s. Brrr. Now, some interesting developments around the world. We have record snow in Hokkaido, in multiple places in prefectures. Aniwa, 133 centimeters, all-time record in Chitos, all-time record in snow cover, 208 centimeters in Kuro Matsunai. Okishi, 160 centimeters of snow cover, all-time record. Abira, 110 centimeters snow cover, all-time record. So multiple records falling in Japan. And same thing is happening in India. Okay. They've had snow in India in places where it hasn't snowed for decades. And here are the experts and what they think. John S. Zumi, a resident and graduate teacher, said snowfall hit his town this morning and was followed by unbearable low temperatures that compel people to stay indoors. They have never experienced such a kind of snowfall in decades. This is the first of its kind, said Sumi, and it will be definitely one for the history books, he added, saying that this was actually the second snowfall this year after flurries that hit during the first week of January. Now, despite Nagaland's busted weather records being of the cold variety, that hasn't stopped the state's anthropogenic global warming party members from speculating that the terrifying global terra firma broiling is behind India's rare snow-covered surroundings. John S. Zuni is one of the opinion that Sejong snow is most definitely due to climate change, as we have never experienced such a kind of weather before. So, global warming is causing snow in places where it's never snowed in India, and that is their thinking. Well, my thinking is that the average snow mass is in record territory, and that doesn't mean it's global warming. It means that it's global cooling. And that's just based on logic. The current observation for February 20th is 300 gigatons above the multi-decadal average. And with the snow predicted, this baby is going to bump a little higher. Mark my words. Seismic update. We have some interesting quakes worldwide. We have a quake all the way down here in the tip of Antarctica coming in at 6.3. We have large blot echoes in Argentina. There's a 6.0 at 242 kilometers, and more blot echo activity happening there on the western coast. And we have a large earthquake, the largest in weeks, in Iceland, a 5 magnitude, which just so happens to be right at Bárðarbunga. Strong earthquake in Bárðarbunga and multiple earthquakes happening. Not a large event, but there has been an earthquake with a magnitude of 3 in Bárðarbunga, along with smaller earthquakes. And then now we have this 5 magnitude. So let's come take a look here. There it is. There's the boomer. And you can see that flurry of activity on Bárðarbunga. So we're keeping a close eye on that. Yes, it means that magma is recharging. But Bárðarbunga erupted back in 2014, and it hadn't erupted since 1904 prior to that. So there's a long residence time between eruptions, or it could erupt tomorrow. So we'll keep a close eye on Bárðarbunga for you. Worldwide volcano news update. We just lost the page. Guys, there was a paroxysm. Oh, I've lost it here. Hold on. Let me just get this up here. And here we are. The only significant volcanic event over the last several days was a reawakening of Etna. And in fact, a very strong lava fountaining episode or paroxysm happened for several hours, shooting magma and ash 18,000 feet into the air, stretching for 12 miles out to the east. So Etna is back awake and rumbling. Now, if you haven't seen our interview last night with J.R. Nyquist, I suggest you go watch it. A lot of information on current events worldwide. And we'll be doing more podcasts with Jeff in the near future. And that's a boom. Hope you got something out of the video. Proper prior planning prevents piss poor performance in a dystopian world where facts are fiction. Facts are censored. That's a boom. Thanks to all our one-time donors, our Patreons, the heroes that share this video. Be safe. We love you.